Hello everyone and welcome to Look Outside. So I've only done a little bit of this game just to test it and get a feel for it, make sure my settings were all right, so I do know a little about what's going to happen, but this is just probably going to be a whole let's play of this game because I've really enjoyed it. Like it's just crazy and weird. I'm just going to jump into it because I don't think there's any way for me to exactly describe this game if I'm being honest. You have strange dreams tonight. A familiar voice beckons you to your window. There are stairs leading into the night sky. You awaken just as you begin to ascend them. You have an urge to look outside your window. Should you look outside, you have a strange feeling. Look outside. And that is how this game caught my attention. That right there. Like, it was just such a crazy, like, that's how they start a game. Like, you aren't given any information, you just get blasted by whatever that is. Now that is some Lovecraftian horror right there. So we're just going to do that again, but without melting into the sky, I guess? Let's just see. A familiar voice beckons you to your window. There are stairs leading into the night sky. You awaken just as you begin to ascend them. You have an urge to look outside your window. Your strange neighbor isn't here. Look outside the window. Voice from your wall. Have a look outside. It's beautiful. No, we won't. Hang on, wait, no, don't do it. I got confused. Don't look outside. It's bad. Hi, we don't speak very much. You're unemployed, right? That's kind of getting to the point, huh? I was just fired last month. Haven't had much luck getting a new job. How are you doing? So I've never actually pressed please stop spying on me. I think that might be like a hard mode. You'll understand why, but what's going on outside? Yeah, that'd be a good question. What happened to you? Who knows? Yeah, I'm unemployed. Wow, pity party here? No. What happened to you? I'm not sure. I've been feeling very weird ever since I looked outside the window. I think I might be hallucinating. I heard this will blow over in 15 days, but until then we should stay inside and block our windows. I think maybe we should talk more. We will be isolated here for a while. I'll check on you again tomorrow, okay? Okay, sure. Just don't make the mistake I did. Stay away from the windows. I'm still not sure what this did to me. Whatever it did is not good, I assure you. You tell her a bit about recent events. Alright, so as you can see, I played this game a little bit, played around with the starting areas. I generally know the start pretty well. However, like this game just gets crazier and crazier. That it does not have a break. So even though I already have a little bit of an idea of what happens, it might go very differently because like one of the things is I got like an hour in and discovered I had an error with my recording, and so that kind of went to the trash. But that's actually kind of working out well for me because like there were a couple of possibilities and different routes and choices I made that I really wanted to go back on anyway. So we're just gonna do this. It's not gonna be optimum. I still don't know, like, this isn't a perfect achievement run. I didn't read any guides or anything. I just was really curious, and since I had a bug in the recording anyways, I thought, you know what, just gonna start fresh. Sybil, wasn't anything too stressful then? Oh, before I go, what's your name? I'm Sybil. We're just gonna leave it as the default Sam. I don't really care. Nice to meet you, Sam. But anyways, the reason why I thought that might be a hard mode is if you tell her not to spy on you, and she is your save, like you have to come here to save. Um, I don't know if like that enables a no save run. I certainly wouldn't want a no save run. All right, we're just gonna go to our laptop and see what happens. Your old laptop, it was already outdated when you bought it, and that was 4 years ago. What do you want it on to do? Check news. We're just gonna check the news, and so basically, there's just a lot of. It's almost like a sim game where you can raise your stats and do things and control your character when you're not out exploring. And I honestly don't know which of these options are good and bad. Like they all seem to have pluses and minuses, and I don't know them all. Check news. You spend some time browsing news sites. There are warnings about dangerous weather phenomena outside, warning people to remain indoors. It seems like the news hasn't really caught up with what's actually happening somehow. Alright. I want to also do the social media. Check social media. You spend some time browsing social media. Most of the talk on social media is about what is happening outside, but there's very little concrete information to be found. It seems like this is definitely a worldwide phenomena. The most popular stuff is conspiracy theories about experiments to control the population. A few people still post about the usual nerd stuff, video games and movies and upcoming events, old news. Social media makes you feel a bit less alone, but it can be a bit stressful. +5 social, -5 calm. So, the -5 calm thing is kind of crazy because, like, I know it affects things, but I have yet to find that in the menu. By the way, hear a knock on the door. These I think are random because so basically in the hour I played so basically if you die and you haven't saved, you of course have to go back to your last save. I had multiple times where like a knock on the door happened, but it also didn't happen while I was trying to figure out exactly what the optimum path was in my first hour of gameplay. So like, to my knowledge, there's a bunch of people who will knock on your door, some of them good, some of them bad, some of them are achievements, some of them not, and how you react to them is going to matter a lot, and they can come at any time in your playthrough, or maybe even not at all in your playthrough. I'm not 100% sure what the length of the playthrough is, and if you can get to the point where like if you can get to the end without ever getting a knock on your door, I don't know. You hear a knock at the door. Alrighty, let's go. Let's see. There is someone at the door. What should you do? Look through the eye hole. Ooh, this one's scary. A pallid woman in a strange frumpy robe looks around furtively. That's like the second time I've ever seen that word. The other one was the furtive pygmy. But anyways. Her hands clasp and unclasp every few moments. What will you do? Hello? Please, I need your help. Have you seen a little girl? Will you open the door? So I just kind of want to make a point that's, like, I'm pretty sure that's Lorna or some evil specter. I'm going to open the door and there's a very good chance she's going to murder me, but I just wanted to get this on camera as a point that, like, these events are random and some of them are good, some of them are bad. Harriet. I'm Harriet and I live with my daughter on the second floor. I left Sophie at home while I went out looking. I got lost on the first floor, and when I got back, she was gone. By the way, notice that blood trail there? No, I haven't seen her. Where could she have gone? What does she look like? No, I haven't seen her. You're the first sane person I've seen in days. Please, if you see her, we live in apartment 22. So that was surprisingly non-violent, and I'm actually going to open my notepad because it's that kind of game. You usually want a notepad. Sophie lives apartment 22, Mother Henrietta, or whatever that was, looking for her. That's good info to have, and I do have a notepad off screen just because, like, I have experienced a lot of random things happening in this game, and it's almost overwhelming. Like, I only have an hour of playtime, and I've already had, like, 3 different people knock on my door to various effects, and I honestly expected she was gonna murk me. I'm not sure we want to go outside yet because, like, or if we can. One second. Let me see if I can even go outside yet. You are now exploring the apartment building. When exploring, the only time only passes when you enter a new area for the first time. So that's really interesting because before I couldn't get out of the when you return home, you receive XP and morale if your damage level or danger level is high. Home sweet home. So that's really interesting because before I had to. You feel something brush against your hip. Okay, I have 2 different notes now. I'm going to pull my microphone back just a little because I see it's going up pretty high. But anyways, so 2 different notes. Before, I wasn't able to leave the apartment without playing video games. And they have a whole effect. We'll get to that. And 2, I thought the whole you feel something brush against your hip thing was like something I did as part of an event because it happened after a very specific event happened. And I thought it was related to that, but that's already happening, and this is a fresh new save, so that's wild. So we're gonna follow this blood trail because, I mean, it's what you do. This plant here, a plant, or you've never seen anyone water it, so it must be plastic. You hid your spare apartment key in it. Retrieve the spare key. Oh, it's gone. Did you take it and forget, or maybe someone found it? That right there, that's one of the things that really gets to me because that I'm pretty sure that eventually someone's just gonna be in my apartment and I did not let them in, and it's super creepy. Let's see. Just gonna follow this blood trail here. By the way, you can control it with the mouse or with the keyboard. It's a good idea to control it with the keyboard because like enemies are in this game and it can be a whole thing. So we're gonna go over here and loot this money here. Found 2 quarters, 2 nickels. You can use these to pay for things. Yep, so we understand the concept of money. And then a bat. You'll note that there's nothing actually making you take that bat, and yeah. So we're gonna equip the bat. We're just gonna get our melee weapon. 1 second back. Equip. Yes, me. Optimize. Usually you can hit optimize and get what you want, but there's a whole like weapon breaking system that makes that a little more complicated than you might expect. Alright, so we're gonna grab some healing items here. Tonic and toilet paper, or bandages as it were. And then we're gonna talk to our neighbor. I'm sure nothing is going wrong here. One of your neighbors is here. You've seen him before, but you don't know his name. He looks wounded. What will you do? Are you hurt? I can help. I don't want trouble. Stay away. Are you hurt? Hurt? Yes, I'm hurt. Hurt. Wanna see? Wanna see? I saw it. Did you? The man clumsily conceals something behind his back. Blood trickles down his shirt. This is my like nightmare fear whenever I see like a homeless person doing something really super weird in the city. Like this is my nightmare scenario for what they're gonna be doing. He's brandishing a knife. Fight. Attack. We're just gonna hit him with a bat. Ooh. He stabs himself with the knife. The blade easily shreds through his flesh, spilling forth far too much blood. Stop it! I need to see. I need to see. We gotta hit him with the bat again. Ooh, I have never seen myself do that much damage with this bat before. That's pretty cool. I will help you see. You just need a little help. The man's wounds bulge and throb as he staggers closer. That's not amazing. A grotesque eye peeks out of his gaping chest wound. You'll see too. Fight. Hit him with the bat. The giant eyeball squirms inside the man's open wounds. And he's down. And he is down. Sam was victorious. 20 XP received, $5 found. What happened to him? That eye. His hand still clutches that bloody knife. Take the knife. As you pry the knife from his hands, the giant eye in his chest turns to gaze at you. The eye in the man's chest cavity still follows your movement throughout the wound. I'm kind of surprised we're not allowed to stab the whatever it is, eye, I guess. Like, this is very Lovecraftian, like, something awful is happening, people are being changed, it's very creepy. Like that. Stuff like that happens a lot. Oh, also, there's now enemies just around. You can hold the shift key to run. For reference, if you hold... Oh. Was there an enemy back here? Yeah. So, I'm not 100% sure on how the enemies work in this game. Like, so far, I think, like, I want XP for my levels more than I want to avoid breaking my weapons, and there is a weapon breaking system. However, most of these onlookers, we can kind of just mow them down. I assume they're kind of like this Final Fantasy enemy, where like they get closer and closer, and at some point, if you don't take them out fast enough, they'll probably do a lot of damage. But so far, the onlookers are usually able to be taken out fast enough they can't do any real damage, and they also, as far as I can tell, don't respawn. It's almost noon, I think it said. There's a small safe. Okay, that's probably the key to the safe, and we just have to fight this guy over here. By the way, I have not taken much damage. The game is pretty random. Sometimes you take damage, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you, like, it's critical hits, having the right weapons, if you found equipment, and there is equipment in this game, and you can go right by it without ever finding it. Like, there's a little bit of guidance, but like it's pretty random. Like if you want to go to a certain room first and kind of thing, you can for the most part. There is, however, like a few specific events that you kind of need to take care of before you can get to new areas. We're just gonna open this lock. Inside, you find $100. You also find several coins to use in vending machines. So that's pretty good. Um, One of the things I've been trying to do is there is an achievement relating to paying your rent. I don't know if that matters at all, but like there's not that many uses for there's not that many uses for money in this game, unfortunately. A vending machine, it sells snacks at 75 cents each. It only takes coins. Balance, 0 coins. We're gonna add some coins and just see what's in there. 75, so we'll just put in 3 of these. So obviously, as you might expect, the items that you eat heal you, and I think there might be some kind of hunger meter. I'm not 100% sure. We're gonna take the chalky bar because I feel like that's the best one. And I'll just open my inventory to check real quick. Gear, I don't want gear. I want like for my items. Ah, here they are, just regular items. So like as an example, the chalky bar recovers 8 HP, 4 stamina, and I haven't really had a problem with stamina yet. I don't really know. But yeah, I just wanted to get that real early because there is going to be a lot of combat right about now. Like as you can see, we were probably supposed to go in there. However, there is a catch to this that I now know because I've played, and I'll just explain that in a second. Like for the most part, the enemies have been really easy. Like this feels like the tutorial, and it is the tutorial. However, there is something that's about to happen that was a real catch that really annoyed me the first time it happens. This is Vincent's place. You think he held a party recently. Loud music played before all this started. You are exploring a dangerous place. If you die here, you will lose all progress since your last save. Since you are playing on normal difficulty, you must return to your home at apartment 33 to save your game. If you are explorer enough to raise your danger level to the notch with the save icon in the meter shown below, you'll be able to save your game upon returning. So that's not a suggestion, by the way. Like, it's a learning. It's a very much a learning moment. Like you want to clear this apartment out and then go home and save. Like the first time I thought it might be optional. Like I wasn't 100% sure how dangerous the enemies were in this game. We want that golf club. But anyways, and having already taken out a lot of the onlookers, I was like really high on my own farts, and so I went and fought Vincent. Since this is Vincent's room, that's probably not really a spoiler. And he completely ripped me apart. And then I was actually really confused because that happened again. And eventually I figured it out. Like, so basically, we'll take that, by the way. Video games are a whole system we'll get into. So eventually I figured out it wasn't really optional. You are supposed to go home and save. Um, and there is an item in this area that will make the fight much, much easier, but you have to go home before you use it, and that's your hand. That's the kind of game it is. Like, it doesn't hold your hand too much. It doesn't not hold your hand, as an example. So, like, there's going to be a chemistry set here. All the tools you need to make things at home, this could be very useful. Take them. That's a crafting kit, right? And we also got a bunch of items, too. I'm going to real quick sneak into this room. That's Vincent up there. And try to grab some stuff because there are items here and they will help. As you can see, there are multiple enemy battles. Hit the ones closest to you as a general rule, unless there's one with a special name or something. If there's a special named one, it's probably going to be worse. Alright, so as I said, the onlookers really aren't a big deal, and we will be going home to make some items after this. There we go. Just go down. Just go down. Nice and easy. Stare at me all you want. Also, it hasn't happened, but as near as I can tell, the weapons can get damaged and break pretty much any time. Like, in my testing, sometimes a item just randomly got damaged, sometimes it didn't. It wasn't really a big deal if it did, because there does seem to be a lot of items. A guinea pig. Take it. But anyways, there does seem to be a lot of items. And, sometimes, like, there are weapons that really are good in certain areas, so you don't want to damage them, and there's really no way to know it ahead of time. Also, we're going to steal everything in everyone's fridge. Just loot the fridge, man. Alright, we're gonna try to grab this chalky bar real quick and then sneak in here. There is a dangerous enemy in here. This guy here is meant to be your tutorial for running away. Like, you just want to grab everything and get out, because if you have to do the running away tutorial, he's probably gonna get a hit in on you, I think. It's a little hard to remember because that was an hour ago. But yeah, we're just gonna go home now and we're gonna start making some items, because there is one particular item that is very good and is going to make that boss fight much easier. We are in 33. Look at all that XP. You were away for many hours. The danger was exciting. The danger was strangely thrilling. Exploration bonus. 40 XP, 4 morale. You're now level 3. Sybil. Oh, welcome back. To save your game at your return from exploring, speak to Sybil. We're gonna make some items real quick first. This is your crafting station. You can find items. So, the items are pretty simple. Like, if you don't have anything to combine, you just don't get the option to combine them. It's not going to be the kind of thing where you can waste them by accidentally mixing the wrong thing together. However, we really want that whiskey and we really want that cloth because it's going to make a Molotov. This will be an important item for later. Quote Mickey Mouse. Anyways, what else we got? Metasol and Cleaner X. I thought I was going to be able to make some bandages, but I might have done things in slightly wrong order. Also, there was some money here. We didn't do the video game, but we can drop our video game cartridge there. I think we can anyways. We also have food here, but it doesn't matter. So basically, as you can see, we have a lot of food. Oh yeah, also our bathroom. I kind of forgot about this. We're just going to do this real quick. You feel stressed. Should you brush your teeth? Yes. I have a suspicion if you don't brush your teeth, it's going to do something really awful to you, because, like, they kind of, like, bring a weird amount of importance on brushing your teeth and showering and stuff. Oh yeah, the first aid kit, definitely want that. We gotta shower real quick and get all of our stuff done, and then we're gonna save. Oh, wait, what? Yes. Like, there's a lot of sim activities here, and I don't 100% understand the consequences of doing or not doing them. You think back on that little projection room in Vincent's apartment. Wonder what that place was for. Could it be useful? Maybe if you had some projector slides. You shower for about half an hour. You have soap and hot water, so the shower is very effective. Hygiene plus 60, calm plus 10, plus 4 morale. As I said, I am not 100% sure what any of those stats do, however they feel important. I'm pretty sure if your hygiene goes too low, you turn into an awful monster at some point. And if your morale goes down too much and calm, like, there's going to be status effects to it. Anyways, we're going to talk to her real quick and get the save done. So, what's new? Anything interesting happen? You tell her a bit about recent weeks. We're on file 4. So an eyeball opened where he cut himself? That's horrific. I suppose nothing too bad happened then. That's good. Have a good evening. Your assumptions are wrong. It was all very horrific. Like, a normal person would find that horrifying, but you're not a person anymore, are you? I have a strong suspicion Sybil might be the boss of the game, but, like, you never know with these kind of things. Anyways, we're now on perfect track to take out Vincent because we have the Molotov. You're gonna really understand why we needed the Molotov very quickly. He's something else. And plus we saved, so even if we fail this one, and I think it is possible to fail this one because there are some random, like, there are critical hits, there are random events and so forth, so dying is both a big deal and it isn't. You lose some progress, but sometimes you learn something new. Vincent is here. He's one of your neighbors. You don't speak much. The haggard man conspicuously clutches his stomach. Hey, Vincent, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong. Come closer. Let me get closer. Let me... Ooh, did he really have to do that? Ugh. Close. Alright, so we're gonna fight, and there's gonna be... Oh, I forgot to heal, but that should be fine. We're just gonna hit him with our bat. Alright, Vincent attacks, and he does some good damage there. Let me get close. Yes. And then this is why we needed the Molotov. We want to use item, we want to use Molotov, and we want to target Vincent's main body. It's going to do some damage over time and a lot of damage. I thought I targeted Vincent's main body there, but it hit that eyeball, and I'm not sure why. I actually think I'm going to take a dive on this one because, I forgot to heal before the fight. There might be an achievement for getting a perfect run, but like I said, we're not interested in a perfect run. We're just interested in doing this right. So we're gonna continue thought for 21 minutes, and we just pick off from where it's the exact same dialogue. I really should have remembered to heal myself. It's that kind of game. You heal yourself before you go into the fight. So some items you can use outside of battle to revive people who are unconscious. Some you can only use outside of battle, and there's some that heal and only work inside battle. It's a whole system. But anyways, we're going to use our bandages. We just want to get up to 100 health, I believe. That should be enough. But yeah, there's definitely... So I have never gotten to a point where I have a party member. However, there's definitely party members. There's definitely equipment management. There's definitely, like, unique skills. It's a surprisingly in-depth game. When I first saw this, I was not expecting something that looks like this to be so in-depth. But I gotta give kudos to the creator. It's not a simple game. All right, Vincent, we're here for you. The haggard man conspicuously clutches his stomach. You didn't look outside, did you? Maybe I did. Come closer. Let me get closer. Let me close. So anyways, we're actually going to start off with the Molotov. I don't know if it matters when we use the Molotov, but I just don't want to accidentally hit one of his eyeballs because I want his main body to be burning. Vincent is burning. You can see he's got the burn effect there. Let me get closer, yes. Him. Anyways, we're just going to like focus in on his main body and try to take him out or burn him down, as ironically as is. Because while the eyes do like independent attacks and they do a lot more damage to us than just him and... Like, you also don't really have time to take out the eyes. Like, you kind of need to burn him down quick and hard. Because if you take out the main body, the eyes go down. But if you focus on the eyes, I think it's actually a trap to focus on the eyes, because the eyes, like, there's no way to take out all the eyes before your health goes down, unless maybe you power leveled somehow. Sam was victorious. 40 XP received. $5 found. Chicken sandwich found. Polo shirt found. Cloth found. I also completely forgot to put on my new equipment. That was dumb. That could have made it a little better. So the kitchen knife is technically stronger than the bat. Polo shirt. Let me just go over this. So like the polo shirt gives us 2 defense. The glasses, I think they increase our hit. Yeah, increase accuracy, but slightly reduce critical hit rates. It's kind of a trade-off that doesn't matter, I think, especially in the early game. But later on, that might matter. And then the kitchen knife is just like a little more damage. As you can see, like golf club is better than baseball bat. Carving fork is much weaker. They give you a fair amount of weapons, but the weapons also do get damaged, so like you kind of need to manage it carefully. I don't believe there was anything over here except a window that we can choose to look outside from. That's not a good idea. We're not going to waste today because while we did take out Vincent, and I think that means that we have long enough, like we've been outside long enough that we can go back and end the day. I want to get as much done as I can on the first day because that was one of my mistakes I feel like I made on the first playthrough. I didn't get enough done on the first day. We're just going to take out these onlookers. There's a bunch of them. They're not that dangerous. I guess this guy was actually closer, but whatever. Once you attack one of them, you just kind of have to stick with... Ooh, I hit the wrong one. Dang it. Yeah. Oh well, they're both going to go down pretty quickly. So this was A and this is B. I would have thought it was the other way around, but whatever. Oh, you're not going down. Oh man, I'm going to be so annoyed if you don't go down. Alright, there we go. And as I mentioned, some enemies are strong against certain weapons, some aren't. Like, I feel like my baseball bat was doing slightly more damage against these guys, but I'm not sure. Sam was victorious. 35 XP. Nickel found, dime found. Let's just see about healing ourselves a little bit. Bandages. So bandages later on can be used to make more powerful healing items by combining stuff, but I'm not really clear on like what is and isn't hard, and what is and isn't easy, and what is and is the right decision. Like, you're given resources and not a lot to manage them. Like, you just have to kind of feel it out. So every floor down gets a little more dangerous, as near as I can tell. So we're only going to go to the second floor this time, and we're going to meet this guy. And so he's another candidate for maybe the boss of the game. Like, I'll just go into this guy's thing and you'll understand. Aster, haha, another lucid individual. Well then, salutations and so on. I'm Aster, an astronomer. I'm researching our astral predicament. Perhaps you could help. Research? My colleagues and I, 4 astronomers, are trying to ascertain the nature of the phenomena outside. A sticky matter. We could always use help. What's with the robes? Outside light seems to, well, burn away at living essence. The robes are a bit stuffy, but I'll not venture any risk. What is outside? It's an object passing through our solar system, an extraterrestrial phenomena of sorts. Of this much I am certain. Any more I could not hazard a guess. We simply don't know yet. Looking at it, even indirectly, causes grave changes in living things. Even looking at a reflection warps a person. About joining you. Speak to my colleague Jasper. Astronomy is dangerous work, you understand. Besides, we must ensure you meet our rigorous credentials. Um, about helping you. Oh, right now we're gathering data. You know, the other night I had the strangest dream. Normally I took no stock in hokum, but surely this is a sign. In my dream, there was a shimmering liquid pouring from dark tube. It poured out and splashed onto the floor, falling through cracks. I remember feeling like I had to scoop up the liquid to hold it and carry it with me, but nothing worked. It slipped through my fingers. I just know it means something. If you find anything, show Jasper on the ground floor. His purview is the collection of materials. You know what? I'm going to write that down as a note. Aster, dream of liquid that he couldn't hold. Alright. Have you looked outside? Oh, I wish I could, but I've seen the results. No, I shouldn't. And of course, they give this us the option to just attack everyone. I don't know if there's going to be like I don't know if there's going to be like a genocide run or something like that. But yeah, voice inside. Oh, is someone at the door? Come in, I need help. Yeah. I assume there's going to be like a genocide run. Also, it should be noted, just because everyone looks awful doesn't mean they're an enemy. They they aren't always an enemy. Janine, hey, you're still normal. That's good. Listen, I left a load full of laundry in the laundromat on the ground floor. I'm not really capable of leaving right now. I think I might be sick. Can you just grab my clothes for now? I'll pay you 50 for it. Cool? What's happening to you? It's fine. It's just a bit weird. I'll be all right. Reaching the laundromat. Yeah, it might be difficult to reach the ground floor at the moment, huh? Lyle, my neighbor across from here, told me there was a way down to ground floor 1 from his apartment. You should ask him. Um, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, I thought there was more to that conversation, but I guess I'm wrong. Also, loot her house. She doesn't need it. She's a monster now. Sorry. Just telling the truth. This item, the butcher or the cleaver, I feel like it was important last time, but it's been a day or two since I've done anything. We're just gonna steal literally everything. We're going full Link. Yes. We're just gonna go full Link on her apartment. Like, I'm gonna be honest, even if she survives this, there's a very real chance that like she's not gonna be accepted back into society. Anyways, I think we've gotten every. Oh yeah, the fridge. Always loot the fridge. Yes, take it all. We are a hungry, hungry boy. Anyways, I'm gonna call this episode here. These are gonna be like 30-minute episodes. So basically, this is a Lovecraftian game. It's an RPG. You haven't really seen how unforgiving it gets, but there is some pretty brutal stuff coming up. So join me on the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.